Hi, I'm Marcus with Farmgirl Flowers, and I'm our PR designer. Today we're going to be talking through some care tips for peonies. So when you get your peonies, they're probably going to look a little sad. That's just because we don't typically ship peonies in water or with any sort of wet pack because they tend to open really fast. So in order for you to have a longer lifespan of time with your peonies, they're shipped just dry, like with nothing in there. So it's really important that when you get your peonies to hydrate them so that they can last longer and give you the most out of your bloom. Like a good sign to know that they need water is like the leaves might look a little wilty, even the heads might look a little dehydrated, and that's just because they haven't been in water for a little bit of time. So we're just gonna chop the stems, probably about an inch, and then place them in water to hydrate. And if they came wrapped in like cardboard or something like that, just keep them wrapped while they're hydrating for that first initial bit of time. Okay, some of my favorite things about peonies are that they come like very small, like little gumballs or something, and then they like blow up, and it's a process. Like first they're small and then they get big, and then sometimes even their color will fade, and that gives like a different look to your peony. And so I really love that whole journey. Also, like the season is very short. It's like late spring, early summer. So you get like a small window of time. So every year it's like something to look forward to, at least being a florist, like it's something to like look forward to is like peony season. They're also kind of like a standout flower. Like a lot of people really love them just because how big and full they can get. Like the petals are very fluffy. And so I think that's something that a lot of people like. So now that our peonies have hydrated, we can take them out of the water, and we're going to unwrap them and process them a little bit. So just removing some of these leaves off of the stem. And we do that so that there's no stems in our water, because that will create bacteria and that's gonna kill your flowers faster. So you're just gonna take off this rubber band and take off some of these leaves. So we're just gonna take off some of the bottom ones. So just something to look out for when you are processing is there's gonna be some browning on the outer petals of your peonies. So like right here, even like here, and that's perfectly normal just to have some browning on the guard petals, and you can leave them on because as the peonies open, they will kind of hide those petals. If they are bugging you, you can just remove them. It's kind of your preference. But if there is anything like mold or more browning than this, that's probably something you should reach out to us about, because that's not exactly normal. So now that we've processed our peonies, we can start styling them. So I'm just gonna pour some water in this vase, and then we can style them however we want to. I think I'm just going to like measure them to the vessel and then cut it to the size, place it in there. Nothing too serious. We specifically send our peonies while they're like still kind of budded so that you can enjoy the full lifespan of the flower. Peonies typically have a shorter lifespan than a regular flower. Anywhere from like 3 to 5 days is what you can expect. As you have them in water, they will open up, but they do come this kind of like gumball size. So, but if you do want them to open up more, there's a couple things you can do to help them bloom faster so that you can enjoy them more bloomed rather than this like tight, really tight like ball. So I'm just gonna take one out and show you guys how to do that. So you can gently like massage the peony. You'd be surprised at how much they can take. I wouldn't go too crazy, but you can just kind of like gently rub and massage, and you'll start to feel it open up. You can even like kind of squeeze the sides, and that will also help like loosen the tightness. You can alternate, ways too, and gently just push it open too. So it's already more open than what it was. Another thing you can do is flip it upside down and just like kind of twist it around, and that helps the petals open up some more too. If you really want them to open up fast, is put them in some warm water, because that's gonna encourage the buds to kind of bloom faster as well. So some of the other varieties we carry are coral charms. Those are kind of like a coral, kind of like peachy color, and they change. They're very popular. We also carry Dr. Fleming, which are like more of like a deep magenta color. We have a couple white varieties that we tend to have. And we also have red charm, which are like a deep red color that are pretty popular as well. Once you've styled your vase, you can ensure that your flowers last longer by keeping them out of direct sunlight. So again, like if you want them to open faster, the warm water thing is really gonna help, and you could place them in sunlight for a period of time, but I would not leave them there, because then your flowers are going to die very fast. So if you wanna leave it for an hour or so in the sun to just open and then move it away, I think that that's a lot better. Another thing that you can do to ensure the longer lifespan of your flowers are to trim the stems if they're looking a little dry. Also changing the water daily or every other day is gonna make sure that your peonies last as long as possible. So again, that was Marcus with Farmgirl Flowers. Hopefully these tips really helped you know what to expect when getting peonies, and they also gave you some insight on how to take care of them and ensure that their lifespan is as long as possible. Thanks so much for watching.